The most ironic thing about being a knife enthusiast in 2023 is that what keeps me coming back for more and diving deeper down the rabbit hole isn't the knives, it's the people. Those who design them, those who make them, and those who collect and use them. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you probably fall into one of those three categories. How's it going, everybody? I'm Rollshambo, the connoisseur and collector of all things sharp and shiny, and let me know which category you fall in down below. You're not dreaming. What I have in front of me is his first ever self-branded knife, and this is the first look at the completed finished product. Guys, make sure you keep watching, because if you're watching right now, that means that the pre-order is live. It's available today, and I'll be giving you more information and more details on that as we go through the video. Huge shout out to Sharif for making this possible. This was a knife that I've been excited about ever since I first saw the drawings. You see, Sharif does things differently. He pays homage to classic designs and amazing knife designers like Bob Terzola, while putting his own fresh spin on an exciting topic that we all know and love: knife design. You may have recognized some of his more popular designs: the Kubi Ruckus, the Veloce, and the Grazioso. Today, we're talking about the first one branded under his own name. This is the Manganas Steel Caimano. Let's check it out.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
We're here, guys. We're at the actual official unboxing. If you pick up one of these Caimanos, by the way, this is what you'll get. This is actually a production model. He's assured me, and by he, I mean Sharif has assured me, that this is exactly how it's going to come if you do the pre-order. Now, the pre-order is going down today at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's today, August 15th, on a Tuesday at 5:30 Pacific time, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time, 7:30 Central Time, and 8:30 Eastern. This is the unboxing experience. I really like how this is magnetically clasped. You know, as someone that looks at a lot of knives, I really appreciate a good unboxing experience. Let me know in the comment section down below if you do as well. We're going to get this stuff out of the way. Maybe we'll just put that there. We're going to get this out of the way so that we can get into what you came for. It's the Caimano, guys. And this is the final version, the final product. After months of prototyping, designing, listening to feedback from others, it's here. Now, if you're curious, this one is the Purple Haze fat carbon fiber version. It's going to be going for $275. There's going to be another version that's a little cheaper, going for $255 with the natural micarta. Both of them are going to have the titanium bolsters, and that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Something else that I want to mention before we get going is that unlike all the other pre-orders that I've seen this year and last year and, well, seemingly forever, the lead time on getting this in your hands is very, very quick. Most pre-orders, you have to wait months and sometimes even years. We're talking 6 to 8 months is the standard. I don't know how. I don't know what voodoo Sharif has done to get Kaiser to agree to this. Kaiser is the OEM. But he's saying that the lead time is 2 to 3 months. That's, to put this in perspective, if you order something on wish.com, it'll show up in 2 to 3 months. Yeah, hats off to you, Sharif, because that's fantastic. A 2 to 3 month lead time? Damn. That is pretty damn cool. Let's talk about the specs. We'll do a quick comparison. We'll talk about what I like, what I don't like, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Make sure you go ahead and tune into my live stream tomorrow on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on August 16th, because I will be having Sharif on my live stream so that we can talk about all things Caimano and all things Manganas steel, because wow, what a journey. Also, if you're wondering where you can go to pre-order this, you can go to ms-knives.com. Dang, that's good. That is so good. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the specs. It's got purple haze fat carbon fiber titanium or natural micarta. The steel is going to be S35VN, heat treated to 60 to 62 HRC, which is perfect. It's got an overall length of 8.6 inches with a 3.7 inch blade. This blade grind is a deep hollow grind with a reinforced Tonto tip for puncturing. That's pretty dang cool. Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. First up, we've got my Spyderco Paramilitary 2. As you can see, it's going to be a bit bigger than the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. The blade profile is actually going to be very similar though. So if you're used to carrying a Paramilitary 2 in your pocket, the blade profile is actually not going to be that much wider, if wider at all. It is going to be a bit thicker in the handle skills than the Paramilitary 2. And let's go ahead and compare it against another popular Spyderco. How about up against the Spyderco Manix 2? It's going to be same story with the Manix 2, a bit longer, and of course it's going to be a bit thicker as well. Not by a whole lot, but it is thicker. Let's talk about what I like. We'll start off with the ergos. The ergos on this knife are perfect. And when I say perfect, I'll start off by talking about the fact that first and foremost, it has jimping. You see how the blade swells upward? In a regular saber grip, that means that you have a perfectly locked in thumb. You get total control over this blade. In a reverse grip, it is also perfectly locked in because this back spacer that's also titanium has this almost sawtooth pattern that's been knocked down for perfect comfort, and it also locks you in there as well. Moreover, in the ergos department, it has a 3D milled titanium pocket clip that doesn't have a whole lot of fanfare. This is a very basic 3D milled titanium pocket clip, but it looks good. It does not distract from the rest of the design. And most importantly, aside from being functional, it doesn't affect the ergonomics at all. That's fantastic. We've got premium materials, a sensible design, and that's great. Here's another thing that I like. I like this hardware. First and foremost, single-sided captive pivot. Hallelujah. The pivot screw is T9. That's right. I didn't say T8. I said T9. The body screw is also T9. Both of them. The pocket clip screws are T8, and the lock bar insert screw is also T8. I love this purple haze fat carbon fiber. It shows a lot of depth, and it has all of the features, aesthetically speaking, that I've come to know and love with fat carbon. It's great. The other thing that I love is this backspacer. This backspacer could have been gnarly, man. It could have been super uncomfortable, but somehow it's been knocked down and machined to a point where you don't notice it, but it does help with gripping the knife and for keeping everything locked in. That's perfect. The pocket clip is reversible, so you lefties out there, you're going to love that. The lock bar, check out this lock bar cutout. So this lock bar, the access to the lock bar is perfect. You have a little bit of extra jimping right there. Lots of access. That is one of the best lock bar accesses I've seen all year. It is super easy to actuate. The pivot is running on ceramic bearings, which means that it's very, very smooth. Your reverse flick, yeah, it's there. Your flipper tab, cannot fail it. I know because I've tried. I've tried to do the weakest flip imaginable because I have no idea what, people's finger strength is. The weakest flip imaginable, it pops out. Now, can you fail it on a reverse flick? Sure. It's hard, but if you use your finger to arrest the momentum of the blade, then yeah, you can fail it then. I love this blade shape. This is Sharif's take on an American tanto mixed with a harpoon. There's no other way to say it. It's freaking sweet. And it's sweet because you get all the sliciness of this hollow grind with the reinforced tip of a tanto. And then you also can even do a pinch grip up here right behind the harpoon. It's almost like he thought of everything. This satin finish is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice and reflective. And with that 60 to 62 HRC, it's not going to scratch very easily at all. Whether you're someone that carries knives for self-defense or if you're someone that carries them for utility, this is going to get the job done and it's going to be comfortable. This is also a knife that you could easily put in a display case or show off to your friends because, I mean, let's be honest, purple haze fat carbon fiber and titanium, that's it. That's the magical mixture. That is absolutely bananas. And I'm truly enjoying it. Now, I've done a whole lot of talking about what I like. Let's talk about what I don't like. Are you ready? Are you sure? Here's what I don't like. Absolutely freaking nothing. There is nothing that I dislike about this knife. And I've had this in my possession for the last week, and I've looked. I've looked because, not because I want to find something to complain about, but because I try to look at it through the eyes of someone watching my channel saying, well, you know, what about this? You know, what about this? What about this? Because if you're going to buy one of these, I want you to go into it with an open mind. I want you to go into it with all the information that you need to make an informed decision. And guys, I searched high and low for something to complain about. And congratulations, Sharif, I could not find anything to complain about.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero.
Not many knives can do that. Is it the perfect knife? That's hard to say, and mainly because I don't know everyone's situations. The one situation where I could say that this might not be perfect is if you live in a state where they persecute you for carrying a knife with a blade over 3.5 inches, or in some cases over 3 inches. This coming in at 3.7 inches is not a small knife. I have average large size man hands, and this is more than enough knife handle for me. I believe that even if you have extra large size hands, it's still going to fit well in the hand. I know Sharif has pretty big hands, probably bigger than mine, and his fit really well on this as well. So there's that. This is what happens when you have someone that cares not only about designing knives that sell, but designing knives that sell that are going to stay in your collection, that are going to stay in your pocket for many years to come. And I'm truly impressed. If you want to check one of these out, go to ms-knives.com. Hit up Sharif today. Get your pre-order in. The Purple Haze Fat Carbon Fiber are going to be a limited quantity. So if you want one, and I have a feeling most people are going to want the Purple Haze version, I would definitely suggest getting on it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you going to get in on the Caimano pre-order? Are you not? If not, why not? Let me know. I'm interested to hear about it. And if you want to watch more knife content on sweet knives, make sure you click the video that pops up next.